Coach, we'll go ahead and have you open up with the opening statement.
Yep. As I start, to God be the glory. Anytime you get these opportunities to come out and play this game and compete and compete with your brothers is always fun. So to God be the glory. Really proud of our group tonight. We talked about the last couple of days about the last game. It was like we got down before our pride came out, before we wanted to start playing hard. And being competitive, we should never lack competitiveness. And I thought for 40 minutes we competed at a high level. That doesn't mean we didn't make some mistakes or clean some things up, but I thought for the most part, for 40 minutes we were connected as a team. We competed hard for 40 minutes, and that's a really good team. I think they were picked to finish second in the Valley, and they're a really good team. So to perform the way we performed, really proud of our guys and really proud of these two guys. They stepped up big tonight, for us, and really proud of them.
We'll open it up for questions for the players.
Jose, we really saw your ability to create off the dribble, that pull-up jumper, step back three, all that good stuff you got in your bag of tricks. Just what did you feel, worked tonight for you, creating off the bounce?
Man, I think the biggest thing is my teammates. They instill that confidence in me, man. They always keep your head up, keep going. I hit a couple, and first thing they're saying is, man, we got you, you got it going. Like that in itself, gives you even more confidence to be able to do those things.
Obviously you and JR have some pretty different styles of how you guys play point. Just, how does that help you? How does that help your ability to keep teams off balance?
Man, I think it's great. I mean, JR is special, man. I've been around for a long time now, and as much as I try and help him learn, he's helping me learn. So I think having him and me is you never know what to expect, really.
Coach, how do you feel about Jose's performance?
I'm just glad it's not against me, because for what was it, 4 years, 3 years?
3 years.
3 years at Kennesaw, I was on the other side of that deal, you know what I mean? And I've always, what I'm really proud of Jose is this, and Jose, he and I are both very similar. We're both relationship guys, and I don't know what made me he's a good player. So I'm not saying this is the reason he played well, but I was driving back from recruiting. I guess it was Thursday. It was after the game, so it was Thursday, and I just it was something on my heart that said call him, because I saw a look on his face after the game or during the game where I could tell he thought I was down on him, and I just simply told him hey man, I'm not down on you. I'm with you 100%. And he goes, man, Coach, you don't know how much this means, that you called. And again, when you're trying to be great at something, it's not just about X's and O's. I care about these guys as men, and so to have that conversation with him, and then for him to come out and perform the way he did, that's even more I'll have it when we meet with the staff. We'll talk about it, spending real time, having real relationships, with these guys, so we have the information we need to make sure they're the best versions of themselves every day. But again, I'm just happy to be on this side of it, not the other side.
Speaking about developing those relationships, leading 21 points, how important was communication today?
I'll let him answer.
I mean, super important. I think it's important every night. It's something that we really staying connected and communicating. And that's not just on the floor. We're connected and we communicate off the floor. So I think that's huge for our program and huge for getting results like that.
Hope you got a couple of games in green and gold under your belt. Getting better.
Yeah.
I know that first couple of games probably wasn't what you wanted, but just how you've been feeling and a performance like tonight.
This definitely, boost my confidence, especially being back home. I was telling some of the guys, kind of just get my nerves back out. Being come from Grand Canyon, I'm not used to having a lot of family and friends at the game. So, like looking in the crowd and seeing them, you know, it's definitely different for me. But you know, my teammates just told me like stay confident. You know, Coach Mir constantly expressed that to me. Like he knows how good of a player I am. Like you know, the shots are gonna fall. So you know, I don't not even think about it anymore. Just keep shooting, and I know they're gonna fall. But especially like give my teammates the credit because they just keep telling me like half times after the game, like look, we there for you. Just keep shooting it, and they're gonna fall.
For either Kobe or Jose, this is the second time in 3 games that you've held your opponents to under, let's see, what is it, 17, under 20% from behind the arc. Just what have you liked about your perimeter defense?
We stress that a lot in practice. Just closeouts, you know, stay in front of the ball. So I feel like when we come together as a group, you know, we can guard with the best of them. And that's something we got to express every single night that we play. Is just keeping the ball in front, making guys take tough shots. You know, if they make a tough shot, you know, we're going back on the other end. So we hang our hat on defense, and that's something we do every night.
Anything else for the players? Thanks, guys.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for making me look good. You guys are the best.
Yep. We'll take this
Yes.
water.
Yeah, you can take that.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and open it up for Coach.
Coach, Jaden's played a lot of minutes through
Yeah.
3 games. How do you feel about him, just his first 3 games so far?
Is he around here? Did he pay you to ask me that question? No, like and I say this humbly, if you go back and you look at my track record as a coach, I'm never afraid to play my freshmen. Because one, if we're recruiting them to play. Both he and Daniel Tobolova. But I feel really good about where Jaden is from an ability standpoint. And as he grows, where we're trying to just get him to grow, and he's at the right stage. It's not like, but for freshmen, it's being good every day. It's not just the games, you know. It's being great in practice, and it's not just his performance in practice. It's approach to practice, and his approach to being coached, and he's doing a good job of it. But it's like I said to him the other day. I said, Jay, you got to give yourself some grace. Because for the first time really in 3 years, and I say that because he played varsity all 4 years, but for the sophomore through his senior year, he pretty much knew everything Coach Buck wanted from him at Lou High, right? But now he's learning a new system, a new coach, new teammates, and he's being coached with an attention to detail that he was coached with in high school, but it's things that he doesn't know. And, man, he just gets down on himself, and he'll, you know, sometimes he'll pout, and you know, I tell him, like, Jay, it's about maturity. You know, freshmen, like the best freshmen are the ones that can play in winning time in those last 4 minutes, and those freshmen are mature. But I feel really good about where he is and where he's going because, I mean, you look at his stat line again tonight, guys, and, you know, to be 3 for 4, you know, got 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, though. Like, the turnovers are insane. Like, normally freshmen are kicking that thing all over the place, you know, their first few games because of nerves, but, you know, he's as steady as they come.
You go with Corey tonight at 5.
Yep.
Kind of gave up a few inches there with their big guy, but made him turn it over 6 times.
Yeah.
Hudson for them. Just, you know, what did you think about how Corey performed at that spot tonight?
Well, Corey, man, I'm so proud of that kid. Because from the day I got here, I recruited Corey a little bit out of high school when I was at Georgia. And I told him, I said, man, you're going to be held accountable every day. You ain't going to have a choice. And we started with the weight room. And obviously he slimmed down. He's a lot more bouncy, a lot more agile, you know, moving his feet, things like that. And so he's, you know, and then he has experience too. And so I just felt like we needed a little bit more experience. I wasn't necessarily worried about the size because, again, if our ball pressure is good, if our ball pressure is where it's supposed to be, we'll give Corey an opportunity to work around 3/4 in the post or front the post, whatever it may be, and our ball pressure was good. And his ball pressure and they play a lot through their big, and so, you know, his ability to guard on the perimeter helped us.
You know, that's a volume 3-point shooting team.
Yeah.
You hold them to 5 5 of 28. They're one of their best guys. Bourne goes 0 for 4 from deep. Anderson was a non-factor at times tonight. Just, you know, what'd you like about taking away some of their best scoring options that they had?
Yeah, again, I said it on the radio show before the game. It was the tale of two teams. You know, one team, those guys have been together. You know, and again, they're a good team. They miss some threes they normally make. Okay, they miss some threes they normally make, but I thought our ball pressure was disruptive after the first 4 minutes. The first 4 minutes of the game, they were kind of moving that thing where they wanted, and I think they were 5 for 7 from the field and 2 for 4 from 3. And if we didn't change our ability to defend the ball and apply that pressure that we wanted, and just kind of let them continue to kind of cut us up, it would have been a long night. But the guys responded; they were competitive, and again, to hold a team like that, you know, 5 for 28 from the 3. Guys, it's only the third game of the year, and again, I say it humbly. I think we got a lot of room to improve, and we will.
Anything else for Coach? Appreciate it.
Man, shout out to that dang on band, man. Did y'all hear them rocking and rolling out there tonight? Man, it's good. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here. Absolutely.